When the great settlement of Arbourhome was destroyed all those years ago by the Agaris, the remaining Farslayers opted to settle in New Ramsgate. However, finally, a new attempt has been made to make a new settlement on Ulrich's Peak. And although the people in New Ramsgate have been kind and welcoming to the Farslayers, it's only natural that they'll eventually crave their own home back out on the untamed wilds of the Shattered Isles. So join me, friends, as we head out to the isolated settlement to speak to the Farslayer gardener on Ulrich's Peak.
Guide? Not a guide. Farslayer. Obviously different. Do I guide slayers? Sure, sometimes. Who doesn't? But have some respect.
Named after the famed explorer Ulrich Mass, who once planted a marker atop the highest peak, the island of Ulrich's Peak is a mountainous island, home to behemoths that don't have any fear of heights. There appear to be the remains of a Farslayer settlement to the north, similar to that of Arbourhome, but if it had a name, it's as mysterious as the Farslayers themselves. The Shrike, the Drask, the Boreas, the Gnasher, and the Ragetail Gnasher all call this place home, as do various dangerous fauna and other critters, and it's here you'll find common gatherables such as the Skybloom and the Slayer's Boon, as well as uncommon gatherables such as the Heart Lily. These distinctive structures resemble those crafted by the Farslayers of Arbourhome. The site is almost certainly another example, perhaps a much earlier one, of a nomadic Farslayer tribe settling in one place. However, it's clear to see it's fallen in hard times.
I've been from one end of the Shattered Isles to the other, but even I haven't seen everything. Not yet, anyway.
So the Farslayer gardener has asked for our help in restoring this settlement. First on the agenda is that we slay the nearby behemoths that wreak havoc on the settlement. Then we have to gather the elusive glow seeds, which grow hidden around the island. Then we should harvest a supply of Skybloom and Slayer's Boon, and then finally extract a razor beak from the deadly Shrike. A Ragetail Gnasher. They have a neutral element and are found only here on Ulrich's Peak and in the distant Conundrum Rocks. Victory over the Ragetail Gnasher means that the area surrounding the new Farslayer settlement is a little bit safer. Now we need to track down the Glowseeds. The Glowseeds have sprung up recently on Ulrich's Peak due to the presence and influence of the Farslayers. Most Slayers and Travellers who come to Ulrich's Peak may never lay eyes upon the Glowseeds. However, the Farslayers are one with the wilds and allow the Terra Ether to guide them. One batch of Glowseeds can be found to the west, in the darkest forest on Ulrich's Peak. Another can be found high on the cliffs, above an old dirt track in the centre of the island. A third batch can be found to the northwest, in the shadow of the rocky archipelago. A fourth sits on the ledge to the northeast, stretching out across the clouds. A fifth lay soaked in the ponds and marshes to the east. And the last and most elusive of the Glowseeds are hidden in a cave next to the tallest waterfall in Ulrich's Peak. The new Farslayer settlement can only thrive if its garden can grow. To aid in this we can help by harvesting common foliage from around the island. The final stage in this part of the quest is to extract a razor beak from a shrike. The shrike is one of the most terrifying of the common behemoth species found in and around the Ram Formation. Built like a powerful bear-like biped, the mighty beast is covered in feathers like a bird of prey and uses a razor-sharp beak and piercing talons to tear enemies to shreds. While not capable of true flight due to the density of its skeleton and the bonds of gravity, it can soar short distances low over the ground, usually as a means of charging a foe. With the garden quest now complete, the future now just looks a little bit brighter for the Farslayers as they attempt to build their new home in the Shattered Isles.